plaintiff, Alicia Stewart, says she and the defendant are godsisters, and they were extremely close until the defendant started dating her boyfriend, the co-defendant. Alicia claims her godsister's boyfriend demeans her, abuses her, and steals from her, and Alicia believes he's on drugs. She's suing them for rent and emotional distress. Defendants William Lindsay and his girlfriend Andrea Borum admit that Alicia is overprotective of Andrea, but say she's trying to break them up for no reason. William claims everything he does is to support Andrea and their daughter, and they deny owing for anything.
Start with you.
Me and Andrea are godsisters. We're very, very close. William Lindsay came into the picture, and Andrea fell head over heels for him, and ever since then, it's been a world of criminal activity.
When was that? When did they get together?
I believe they've been together, and they got together it's been about 2 years now.
2 years,
so.
okay. What do you mean by criminal activity?
Well, Andrea's not the criminal, William is. But she believes anything that he says. He demeans her, he abuses her, he steals from her. Sir, I think he's on drugs, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's just...
She complains to you about these things?
She comes to me and other folks around us about things, you know, confiding
About
in us.
him, complaining about him?
Yes, and sir, and some things I have witnessed myself.
All right, let me hear from you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Like she said, we have been really close, and it's been 8+ years since me and Alicia have been godsisters. My mom took her in as her goddaughter. We've been really close, have a lot of good, a lot of bad times together, experienced a lot of stuff together. I do feel like Alicia has been trying to break us up lately, and that did start like this year. It hasn't been the whole time we've known each other.
Why do you think that is?
She has been overprotective, very overprotective with me. Some things in her opinion, some things I don't believe. But she tries to make me believe about William.
Okay, do you think you have a problem with your boyfriend?
No, not entirely, but some things, yes. But those are my problems that, you know, I choose to deal with.
Any, I guess, extraordinary problems other than the things that ordinary couples go through? Anything?
No, no. What we've been going through is ordinary stuff, arguments over stupid stuff.
You might vent, I guess, like many couples.
Most definitely.
Friends do to each other and say, so-and-so came in late, he's getting on my nerves, or something like that. People do that.
That stuff, and even more extra stuff. Oh, he's been texting this girl, you know, different stuff, but it is stuff couples go through.
And she's telling you to leave your man. And she don't have nobody, does she?
No. She has people. They're just in and
gone.
out of life. In and out of life.
In and
They're
out.
gone.
Your
They're
man,
gone.
you've been with your man for 2 years.
2+, 3
See?
actually. 3+.
3.
3+.
She's trying to break y'all up, and you got, who you got?
My children, who I take care of very well.
See there?
She does.
And I don't need a man to validate who I am.
That's right.
So.
That's right. I agree with you.
Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws, men and women.
Right, I agree. And you couldn't describe to me this criminal activity you're alleging?
Yes, I can describe to you.
What?
Okay, for the first thing, her rent money coming up missing, money out of her purse coming up missing, Michael Kors purses coming up missing, him staying out all night, not coming in, her waking up in the middle of the night, he's gone. Who leaves in the middle of the night?
If all that's true, it does sound like a crackhead.
Exactly.
If that's true.
Exactly. Him getting skinnier. He's already skinny. He's skinnier now. You can see his chest bone, sir.
If that's true, ma'am,
If
you may have a crackhead on your hands.
If it's true.
If it's not true, though, is it?
It's not true.
Sir?
It's not.
You don't steal everything that's not tied down, do you?
Sir, that is definitely not my MO, man. No
All
way.
right. You're not on binges 2-3 days at a time, right?
no,
You're
sir.
not going missing up,
He
No,
better
sir.
pop
not
up
be.
missing, huh?
He
No,
better
sir,
not
I
be.
work a
better not.
Better not.
full-time job. Everything I do is for this woman and our daughter, sir.
Good. All right. You come across like that. You come across like that. That's the impression I get.
Can I just say something to that?
Yes.
Okay, everything he does is for him and his daughter, so why don't he just roll out of bed and roll to Texas? His daughter's in Dayton.
Sir, I left the Texas for a better job opportunity. Like, you know, bitterness. Don't have nobody. Don't nobody want to do for it. Just lonely, hateful.
Keep her out of your business.
But, yeah.
find somebody else
that's
to
kind
vent
of
to.
yeah, the lesson.
Find
to be
somebody
learned.
else to vent to.
I try not to vent to too many people I don't talk to a lot.
Because nobody likes Will.
Your
What
Honor,
you
if
suing
I
for?
may.
Huh?
Your Honor, if I may.
What's that?
You know, I mean, you see she come in here all ghetto queen, weaved out, whatnot. Like,
Nothing wrong with a
ain't-
weave.
It's her personal style.
Ain't nobody looking for that, man. You
I'm not
you
your
stay
man.
tied
Say,
up in
Judge, nobody's looking for that.
Judge,
Say,
nobody-
Judge, nobody's checking for that anymore.
Judge, nobody's checking for that. You understand? You know, like, you trying to come in between us. I work a full-time job.
Good.
She has never had to beg me to be a father to my child nor a man to her.
Excellent.
Okay, so what about your other child that you have that
quiet.
you can't see? And you don't pay child support for it?
Ma'am!
Sorry.
He pays child support. I witnessed the short
No,
check.
sir, you sound like a good man.
But I'm still there.
If you like a little crack every now and then, then you're still all right with me.
Do not take that advice. No, I'm just kidding.
You might come up missing every now and then, along with a couple hundred. Go ahead.
Lord
You know I'm
forbid
having
that.
fun with
Lord
you, sir.
forbid that.
I respect you. You're coming across like a very decent man that we need more men like. She's telling you to leave your man. And she don't
don't
have
think-
nobody, does she?
No. She has people. They're just in
They
and out
gone.
her life. In and out her life.
In and
There
out.
gone.
Your
There
man,
gone.
you've been with your man for 2 years.
2+, 3
See?
actually. 3+.
3.
Plaintiff Alicia Stewart is suing her godsister and her boyfriend, who say Alicia is trying to break them up because she's bitter.
Breach of contract and emotional distress. How does he owe you, man? How do they owe you?
Well, I co-signed for the apartment in 2013 on the 24th day of October for Andrea and William Lindsay. Andrea told me that her and Will would be able to pay the bills. They wanted to be together in their apartment because Andrea's mother doesn't care for Will and she would not let him live in her house. So, of course, for them to keep their family together, I went out on the limb and signed for my godsister and her man. An apartment. At that time, everything went good. Andrea was working, Will was working, and then there's some financial problems came about, and I was aware of them, but they were still able to pay the bills, and no fault of Andrea did the financial bills. It was the fault of William Lindsay, of course.
You know what's going on in their household.
She would tell me, and she would keep me updated in a couple of things, you know.
All right, man.
But the point being
So
is,
what months have they failed to pay?
they failed to pay. The last time they paid was August, the 25th. That's the date they have marked. And their release was not up till November, the last day of November 2014.
All right, what do you all say to this?
Your Honor, I had a verbal agreement amongst me, the landlord, and the assistant, which states that, you know, I paid a $500 for the last month of the rent and I was free to leave, knowing that, you know, I've been having hardships with my job. So I was planning on relocating to Texas, and I gave them a heads up on that. I have a
Okay, let's
witness
see what you have.
statement here
And what
as
do you
well.
have, ma'am? Showing the amount owed, something from the landlord.
I have the resident ledger, and on the second page at the bottom, it shows when they stopped paying rent.
Yeah, you have a few
And I also
other
have the
pieces.
lease agreement.
Let's see, please, what you have there. This is the ledger from the
Yes, sir.
landlord.
And how many times they were late fees on there where they were real late on their rent, but they still managed to pay.
And, sir, this shows that the landlord says you owe. And you have something you say.
a witness statement. My cousin was the former assistant there, which being the reason Alicia was able to put her name on our lease in the first place.
Come on now, sir. You bring me a statement from your cousin,
She worked at the...
who was the assistant to the secretary, who said that they heard that he was giving you a break, sir. Your cousin, who's the assistant to the secretary,
No, not...
heard that the landlord...
I'm trying to explain, Your Honor.
That's what this says, sir. What?
The way I read it, because I know what she did. She was the secretary and assistant manager to the landlord, Your Honor.
Why didn't the landlord write you that letter, sir?
They had fell out. The landlord and my cousin had fell out. They had an argument, and my cousin no longer works there.
No,
So,
no wonder your cousin gave you this letter. She don't want the landlord to get his money or her. Because she fell out with him. Thanks for telling me.
Well, you know, it was a misunderstanding between me and the
You have
court.
anything else, man? What do you?
Yes,
seem
sir.
Like you have
I
a
also-
bunch of stuff. What's the tape? What's
Oh,
on
the tape is William Lindsay and Andrea. When the day that I found out about the eviction, because I went to.
Oh, you have eviction papers?
Oh, yeah, they've been to court. Oh, he didn't go to court. He hid the papers. Here's the 3-day notice that was on their door that William Lindsay also hid.
All right. The landlord continued to say that you owe, sir.
Oh, his cousin got fired, too, because she was doing the wrong thing. They were supposed to have been out because of the late fees, so many of them.
The cousin got fired?
Yes.
Your Honor, I heard nothing of this. I was in Texas. Your Honor, I was in Texas.
What
What do you
I
have on
moved
the
to
tape?
Texas.
Sir, you just told me your cousin fell out with the landlord. You did.
I'm saying, Your Honor, when I had got wind
On
of
the
all of this, all right.
Right. For real.
Go ahead, man.
On this tape,
Oh my God.
William Lindsay is such a liar.
Let's hear what you have on tape.
Okay, here's
What
the
is
tape.
that?
The tape is of Andrea and me having a conversation with William Lindsay about him claiming he didn't know about the eviction.
Okay.
So would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
Okay, here it goes.
So you know, basically, Shauna and your mom are saying they know about the eviction. You saying you know nothing about it. You know that's what's standard right now.
I'm telling you, I was told today the last thing of rent is all this will be done with.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Will, but I'm telling you, 2 other people are saying they were there, they talked, you know, the day of rent. I mean, the day of the eviction. She said she was shocked. Your mom said she was shocked because she knew nothing about it. And I told her I didn't either because your son told me that we weren't.
As long as I got my proof, Alicia will be okay.
So everybody done turned on you. Her mother?
Oh, I was very angry.
Her?
I was very angry.
You were angry.
When you put your trust in the man of your household and
And he go smoke the money up.
Right.
You getting, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I don't believe you did that.
They wanted to be together in their apartment because Andrea's mother doesn't care for Will and she would not let him live in her house. So, of course, for them to keep their family together, I went out on the limb and signed for my godsister and her man.
Plaintiff Alicia Stewart is suing her godsister and her boyfriend, who say Alicia is trying to break them up because she's bitter.
I believe you do owe. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff based on all the evidence I see. The landlord has served an eviction saying the amount owed. I heard a conversation. Also, sir, what you submit to me is from a cousin who heard the secretary talk to the landlord, who she fell out with and was fired by. So, of course, your statement carries no credibility. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
And I'm lonely for real. I'm really lonely, boy. Not bitter over you, anything. That's for sure. I'm sorry that me and my sister's relationship had to end like this, but anything that got to do with you, baby, I'm never bitter.
you don't want anything to do with me, that's fine.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they should go out that way, because this way's not safe.
Is it?
I love my godsister still, but for right now, I'm gonna push off our relationship because I feel like she will play a big role in us breaking up as family.
I agree. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want anything to do with anything right now when it comes to Alicia, but as long as everything is squared away, there's still no hard feelings. I love her kids, love her.
I don't respond to ignorance.